James, sorry to text you so late. I'm on my way home from work. I'll buy some groceries at the supermarket.
I was planning to cook dinner, so you don't have to.
Really? Thanks so much. By the way, what are you going to cook today?
Before I answer that, aren't you hiding something from me, Helen?
Huh? Why are you asking me that?
You're not in trouble, are you?
Wait, what's wrong? What's the matter?
You told me you were working today, so I visited your workplace a few hours ago. But they told me it was your day off. What are you doing? You've been working more shifts than usual, but I guess you were lying to me all this time.
I'm sorry.
I don't need an apology. I just want to know what you're up to.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm in debt.
Debt? Why? Did you buy something really expensive?
No, it's not mine. It's my sister's, Ellen's. So I worked as day laborers at different workplaces. I sometimes helped my friends' shops to earn more money. My part-time job doesn't pay enough.
Ellen's in debt? But why are you paying on her behalf? I think it's Ellen's responsibility.
It's too much for her. She has to pay back $100,000.
Huh? $100,000? Wait a minute, I thought Ellen was still in her 20s. How can she spend that much money? Did she buy a new house or start a new business? I thought the consumer loan only allowed people to borrow a third of their monthly pay.
What if she borrowed from several credit card companies and consumer loan corporations?
Oh, I guess it's possible then.
The whole family is panicking right now. I'm sorry I kept it a secret from you. I was planning to tell you after we finished paying back most of it.
I think it'll take a pretty long time. Honestly, I hope you told me about it sooner. We're married.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wanted to talk to you about it, but isn't it unbelievable amount of money? I didn't want to cause trouble. And there's one more secret.
Huh? What is it?
Ellen moved back into our parents' house after quitting her job a few months ago, remember?
Yeah, I remember. I thought she wasn't feeling well. Did she move back in because she was in debt?
No, she's actually ill. And I used a bit of our savings to pay for her moving expenses. I'm sorry I used our savings without telling you.
Our savings? Do you have any more secrets?
That's all. I'm really sorry.
I can't change anything now. But if there's any more problems, make sure you tell me next time, okay? So that we can trust each other.
Okay, I promise.
And about Ellen's debt. How much does she have left?
Dad paid about $5,000 in the past few months, so we have about $90,000 left.
How much are you planning to pay back monthly?
We're trying to pay back $3,000 every month as a family.
$3,000? That's not bad.
The interest rate is pretty high, so we're trying our best. But Ellen's illness and doesn't have a job, so we're really depending on Dad for the money. I want it to be a help to the family.
I get it. It's a big burden to your father. How much should I pay?
Huh? Are you gonna help us out?
Well, I can't just do nothing while you're working so hard, Helen. We have some extra money to spare.
James, thank you. It would be really helpful if you can aid us with $1,500 every month until Ellen gets a stable job.
Is she getting better?
She was sick because of stress and her unhealthy lifestyle, so she should get better soon. Well, stress caused her to buy stuff impulsively, and now she's in debt.
All right. But I won't be able to aid you with money forever. So how about I aid your family for a year? If she can't get a stable job until then, I think she should go bankrupt and think of other ways.
I agree. Thanks so much, James. A weight lifted off my shoulders. I'm sorry my family caused you trouble.
Your family is also my family. I want to help them as much as I can.
I'll be completely honest with you from now on.
Yeah, that'll be nice. I thought you were having an affair or something. Well, your family being in debt was a pretty big surprise too.
Why would I ever cheat on you? I can't betray such a nice person like you. I'm so lucky to be able to marry you, James. I'm really thankful.
Hey, Helen.
What's up, James? Are you on your way home from work?
No, I still have some work to do. When I left to grab something for dinner just now, I met Ellen.
Huh? You met Ellen?
The last time I asked, you told me she still hasn't recovered. And you also said she didn't have a job.
Yeah.
But she was out shopping with her friends. She had several shopping bags in her hands.
Really? Did you see wrong?
I haven't seen her for a year or two, but I'm pretty sure it was her.
I see.
I get that she wants to go out once in a while, and I completely understand. But when I greeted her, she glared at me and went away saying that she was busy.
I'm sorry. I'll make sure to talk with Ellen. I'm really sorry for her rude attitude.
I wonder why she acted that way.
I guess she felt awkward around you.
I guess? But she seemed angry at me. She also looked healthy to me. Well, she might be sick mentally. Maybe she was feeling well today?
I think so. Sometimes she's really ill and on other days she's completely fine. She barely comes out of her room when she's feeling ill. Thanks for understanding her health condition, James. I thought you would get angry if you saw her going shopping.
Is Ellen really okay? Does she visit the hospital?
Yeah, my mom takes her to the hospital regularly.
Okay.
I'm sorry, James.
Why do you apologize?
You're doing so much for my family, but my family's causing you trouble.
It was my decision to aid your family. You shouldn't feel bad about anything, Helen.
But...
Don't worry. But I hope Ellen gets a job by the end of this year. I assume your family doesn't want Ellen to go bankrupt too. Yeah.
She told me the other day that she might be able to start working from home. She's trying to get a job that allows their employees to work from home.
Yeah, that might suit her. I guess it won't be too much of a burden to her health. I think I'll go back to work now.
Will you be home by 11?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Okay, don't push yourself too hard. Be careful on your way home. Hi, James. Can I talk to you for a bit?
Hi, Ellen. What's up?
I wanted to talk to you about your financial aid.
Oh, there's nothing to worry about.
Huh?
Ellen's family is also my family. But if you can get a stable job, I think it might be better for you to go bankrupt. I have a friend who's a lawyer, so if you need any help, you can talk to me anytime.
What are you talking about?
What? I'm talking about the debt?
Why are you talking like it's not your problem? James, I don't think we can aid you anymore. Stop depending on my family. We'll stop aiding you financially starting from next month.
Huh? I thought I was the one aiding you financially.
What are you talking about? My family's sending you money every month, but we can't do that anymore.
Wait. You're the one who's getting the money from us. We're aiding you financially.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm aiding you financially so that you can pay back your debts. I send you $1,500 every month.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious. That's the truth. It's been 3 months already since I started sending you money.
I thought you were the one in debt.
Uh-huh.
My family's been aiding you financially so you can pay back your debts. We sent you $1,500 every month.
I'm in debt?
Yes, I thought you borrowed $100,000. My sister begged for help, so we've been sending you money for the past few months.
Wait a minute. What's going on? Both of us don't have any debts. But we're sending each other $1,500 every month?
You're really not in debt?
I'm not.
Helen told me you were in debt, so Helen has been lying to all of us?
I guess. I'm so confused.
Me too. Can you visit us secretly without telling Helen? I'll talk to my parents about it. Let's share what we know about the situation. James, what time are you coming home today?
I'm not coming home.
Huh?
Let's get divorced.
Why? Is it because Ellen's in debt? Is that why you were home late recently?
No. It's because you're having an affair with someone else.
Huh? Are you still suspicious about me? I'm not having an affair with anyone. How could I do that when my family has so many things to worry about?
$1,500 from me and another $1,500 from your family. You've been using $3,000 every month to play around with your lover.
Huh?
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We know everything, Ellen. You lied to me and your family about being in debt. You knew it was awkward to bring up the topic about money. I believed everything, Ellen.
James, you're misunderstanding.
How?
I'm not having an affair. I was betrayed.
Betrayed? I thought you went to hotels with him.
To be honest, I'm obsessed with spiritual stuff recently. He told me he knew my past life, so we met up a few times.
Now you're making up stories about spiritual stuff. Stop it. I know you've been making fun of us. I know you called me dumb for not realizing anything. I know everything now, thanks to the detective agency.
James, I'm so sorry. I promised to pay you back all your money, so please don't divorce me.
Well, I guess my only strength is that I have a high salary. That's what you said to your lover.
I just went with the flow. I was joking around.
But it's true that you're having an affair, and I was certainly hurt. You even asked money from your family. You're evil.
I'm sorry.
It's too late to apologize. You're definitely gonna pay me back. And pay your family back with the money we've been sending you. Most importantly, we'll break relations with you.
I was stupid to do this. I promise I'll never cheat on you again. Please forgive me. Please don't dump me. Please.
You betrayed all of us in the worst way possible. Your lover is gonna pay for compensation too. I know he's a freelancer, but we're not gonna be soft on him.
He's trying to become an actor. He doesn't have money. I was helping him achieve his dreams.
You can pay for compensation on behalf of him. I don't care as long as I get my money. How about you pay on his behalf if you love him so much?
It was too much for me. I can't pay.
Then shut up! I'm definitely gonna divorce you. Your family agreed too. My lawyer will contact you soon.
James, I'm sorry. Please give me another chance. Please. I'll do anything for you.
Why do I have to waste my whole life listening to your meaningless apologies? I never want to live with an evil witch like you. Just go and regret on your own as much as you like. I don't want to waste any of my time nor money on you. If you're willing to do anything for me, pay us back our money now. I divorced her shortly after the incident. She begged not to divorce her, but with the help of her family and Ellen, I was finally able to get her to sign the documents. And for the compensation money from his lover who dreams to be an actor, it was decided that his parents would pay on his behalf. But in return, his parents forced him to give up his dreams to become an actor. So it turns out that he went back to his hometown. He's gonna get a stable job to pay back his parents. I guess he won't be able to play around anymore. My ex-wife and her lover broke up, and when I met her the other day to sell her house, she looked miserable. After we got divorced, she had no one to rely on now that her family also broke relations with her. She doesn't have any property as she sold all of them to pay me compensation money. Yet, I felt no sympathy towards her. I don't know how she's gonna survive, but I hope I never see her again. The last time I met my ex-wife, she was crying floods and begged for forgiveness. But nothing could bring back my love. After divorcing her and leaving her in a bad state, I myself had a hard time to recover. I lived feeling empty and dead inside for a while, but thanks to my friends, family, and colleagues, I was able to recover little by little. My ex-wife's family also came to visit once in a while to check on me. Thanks to all of them, I'm healthy as new. Sometimes I suffer from flashbacks about my ex-wife having an affair, but I don't want to be controlled by trauma. I hope I can keep a positive mindset and make new hobbies so that I can create more happy memories. I will never forget to thank the people around me, and I will definitely live a happier life than my ex-wife.
Hey Paula, are you still not home yet? I didn't hear you come in or anything if you did.
Oh, hey Terry, are you already at home now?
Yeah, I am actually. I was able to get off work just a little bit earlier than usual, thankfully.
I see. Yeah, sorry, I'm not home yet. I'm just out at a cafe with a friend catching up a little bit. I hope that's all right. I was gonna come home right after this.
Oh, is that what you're doing? Which cafe are you at? I can go and pick you up if you'd like.
Oh, no, you really don't have to do anything like that. I was really just about to start heading home now. Would you mind if I asked you to make dinner tonight, though? I didn't have a chance to prepare anything.
Yeah, I don't mind cooking at all, but... Well, do you think you've been going out maybe a little too much these days?
I haven't thought so. But do you think I've been going out too much?
A little bit, yeah. I mean, obviously there is nothing wrong with having plans and doing things out of the house. Just feels like you're always out and doing something, and never home though.
But there's nothing really wrong with that, right? I mean, you and I don't even have kids or anything, so it's not like there's anyone waiting for us at home.
I guess you have a point there, yeah.
Or are you just trying to tell me that I should be going out too much because you thought you married a housewife? I guess I should probably just be waiting at home for you every day, only thinking about keeping the house clean and feeding you.
No, Paula, of course I don't think that way at all. You know I would never say anything like that. I just think that maybe you've been acting a little weird is all. I don't know, it just feels like you're acting coldly towards me lately.
How am I acting coldly towards you? I literally just said I was about to go home because you were asking.
I know that, but whenever I get home from work, you just go straight to the bedroom and don't come out. I feel like we have barely even seen each other at all this past month.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm tired. Besides, there's nothing wrong with trying to go to bed at a reasonable time.
I'm not saying that anything you're doing is bad, just that it's affecting me a little.
If what I'm doing is only affecting you, then maybe you should keep all your griping to yourself. I'm sure that you think life is so easy just because I don't work, but I still have a lot of things I need to do every day. So I'm sorry, but I really don't need you telling me when I should and shouldn't be home. I know what I'm doing and I know when I need to rest, okay?
You're right. I'm really sorry about all this. Forget I said anything. I guess I was just a little worried is all.
And what are you worried might be happening, Terry?
I don't know, I just really feel like we haven't been talking at all for a while. Some days it feels more like we're roommates than a married couple living together, you know?
I don't know what you want me to say. We've been married 3 years. It's only natural that we would find less and less things to say to each other. Honestly, I'm the girl here and you're the one crying to me about your feelings. Have you always been such a sensitive little boy?
I'm not being a sensitive little boy. I just want to have a life where I'm happily living with you.
Well, I am plenty happy where we are, thank you very much. Anyways, I'm getting off the bus right now, so I'll be home soon.
Okay then, sounds good to me. See you soon, I guess.
Anyways, just hurry up and get dinner ready, okay? Once I get home, I just want to eat, get into the bath, and then go to sleep.
Paula, please, you have to come home. We really have some things that we need to talk about right now.
I already told you everything that I have to say to you, okay? I want a divorce. Why is that so hard to understand? I'll pay you alimony or whatever you want, but I want this and I'm not going to change my mind.
I know, but I mean, are you really going to divorce me just to remarry my brother? I don't get it. How did this happen? When did this all happen?
And to think that you were so close to getting it too. You even said that I was acting strangely recently, right? Remember, you were complaining about how often I was going out and things like that. Did it ever cross your mind that it was because I met someone special?
So you mean that this whole time, you two have been... No, I don't believe it. I don't want to believe it. I mean, how could you leave me for my own brother? If you wanted to cheat on me, fine, but not with him.
I just couldn't help myself. It's not really my fault. I mean, Mark is just such a cool guy, and it makes me happy being with him.
So, then when did you first two start seeing each other?
Do you really want to hear the whole story of how we got together? Why would you put yourself through something like that?
I want to know for myself. Please, the least you can do is give me some kind of explanation for why you're doing this. Besides, this is still within my family. I have a right to know.
God, you're so annoying. Do you know that? Mark already said that he would be willing to pay you to settle the affair. Why can't that just be the end of it?
Well, I tried calling Mark too, but he wasn't picking up his phone. I can't get in touch with him or my parents.
Well, we already know what they would say. All of you warned me to stay away from Mark, but you had no idea what you were talking about.
I really think you're making a mistake. Are you really going to go through with this? Are you and Mark really going to get married? Was I really that bad of a husband to you?
There you are again, sounding like a cute little girl with all your crying and moping. This is why I chose your brother over you. Sure, you're a nice guy who can be sweet and all. But Mark? Well, I mean, what else do I have to say? But you've seen how much money he makes.
So then this whole thing has just been about money to you? Nothing more than that?
What are you talking about? You are the one who told me that I needed to cut back on my spending, don't you remember?
But I only said that because you were going out to eat so often and having food delivered all the time. That and you were always using our credit cards just to buy expensive things that we didn't really need.
Well, I'll have you know that your brother never once told me that I couldn't buy whatever I wanted. And after we get married, he said I don't even have to keep the house clean for him. He told me that I would never have to work a day in my life.
I really don't know what else to say this, but I really don't think that you should trust everything Mark says.
What do you mean? You're just jealous because your brother stole me away from you and you're being a sore loser. Man, you really are just a big crybaby, do you know that? This is the kind of stuff that I left you for, just so you know.
I'm sure it sounds that way right now, but I'm really trying to warn you. I mean, you remember when we got married? I also told you that you should probably try to keep your distance from him, remember? I mean, even you weren't a fan of him when you two first met.
Yes, but that was then, when I didn't know how much money he actually made. I asked him on one little date, and in the span of it, he proved to be a charming, interesting man. Not to mention the fact that he runs his own business. Obviously, you're just jealous of how much more successful Mark is than you. Even Mark has noticed it, though. He says he uses your sibling rivalry to help fuel him towards future successes.
I never really thought that we had any kind of rivalry before now. Really, if anything, Mark is just kind of known for always causing trouble for the family.
You mean that he caused trouble for the family because he was busy getting his career on track? But now he's a huge hit, and him and I are going to live happily ever after.
Are you really sure about this? You're not going to regret any of this at all?
Of course I'm not going to. Mark loves me, and I love him, and we're going to live together, and Mark is going to give me whatever I want without ever asking anything of me. He promised that he would. It's perfect.
Well, if you're really sure about this then. But I just ask that you wait a little longer before I go and turn in the divorce papers.
Are you serious? Why would you make me wait? I want to get married, and you're just standing in my way because you know that you can.
I'm sorry, but I just can't sign these right away. Just because you asked me to. I just need a little time to process things, okay?
Fine. How about I give you until the end of the week, okay? But I don't want to be kept waiting any longer than that. Just let me go live my best life already.
Hey, Mom. Are you there? I just wanted to apologize for everything that's going on.
Oh, Mark. I was just thinking about you. How are you doing?
Well, I've been better, that's for sure. But I think that I'll be okay. I do want to try talking to Paula at least one more time, though. Although I don't really think she's interested in doing any of that.
Oh, I see. Well, that really is too bad.
That, and she seems to think that I'm a crybaby. Like when she gave me the divorce papers for me to sign, I asked her if it was too late to fix things between us.
I understand how you feel, son. All of this is happening so suddenly, and you must be struggling to take it all in.
But the thing is that I've actually thought that Paula has been acting strangely for months now. But anytime I tried to ask her about it, she would just pretend to not know what I was talking about. And since I didn't want to annoy her, I dropped the subject in the end.
Well, that makes sense, though. No one wants to cause conflict or arouse suspicion with your partner. We want to think that we can always trust the people that we care about. But it seemed that Paula has made her decision, hasn't she? And that brother of yours, what are we going to do with him?
I know. I was so shocked that he would do this to me. I'm still not over it.
Well, I think that it's more than fair to say this is all his fault. Maybe it's mine, though, too. Maybe I should have been more strict with him growing up.
I don't think it's that, Mom. Mark is an adult now and he is responsible for his own decisions.
Oh, I agree with you. I just meant that maybe I should have cut him off a long time ago. If I had done that, then maybe none of this would have happened.
You mean like stop talking to him entirely? Who knows really, but either way, it doesn't change what's going on right now.
Well, so then what do you want to do about this?
When I was talking to Paula earlier, she told me that she was getting with Mark because he says he makes more money than me.
Wait, did he really say that to her? But what's wrong with how much you make? You live very comfortably.
Apparently, he makes more than me, and that was all that Paula needed to hear. I really didn't think she was that kind of person.
Terry, honestly, I think this could be seen as a good thing. You should sign these divorce papers. If Paula and Mark are really going to be like this, then you don't need them in your lives any longer.
Mom, do you really mean all that?
Of course I do. We should just cut them off and watch them struggle on their own.
Struggle? But Paula doesn't really make it sound like that's what either of them have in mind.
Terry, do you know what your brother does for a living?
Well, Paula told me that he said he runs his own business. But I haven't really talked to Mark in years, so I don't know myself. If I'm being honest, I really have tried to keep my distance from keeping up with Mark's life after all the trouble he caused you, Mom.
Well, I am sure that Terry has way less than he's letting on. And I'm sure that he's lying about his job as well.
How can you be so sure about that? Why would he lie about something like that?
I really hate to talk like this about my own son, but I don't think there's anything else that can be done for him. Those two have made their own decisions, and we need to leave them to face the consequences of them. I think that you should sign those divorce papers and send them out as soon as you can.
Well, even Paula was bugging me to do so. Maybe I should. Yeah.
You're only delaying the inevitable. You know that she isn't going to change her mind.
You're right. I know you're right, but should I try fighting for her like a man or something?
Son, you shouldn't let what Paula was saying get into your head. If you are aware enough of your feelings to be able to speak openly about them, no one should ever put you down for that. I think that it's not going to be easy for a while, but I think we both know that you are not going to fix things with Paula. In fact, if I'm being honest, I'm opposed to you even trying to do so with her.
I was wondering when someone was just going to come out and say it. You're right. I need to do this. For me.
I think what you need right now is some time by yourself to think about what's going on and what you want to do next. But just know that I am here for you, okay? I know things are really hard right now, but you are going to be okay. You're my son, and I'm very proud of you. Terry, long time no talk. How have you been?
Paula, why are you texting me? What do you want?
Well, I had the day off today, and I was just wondering if you were home right now.
I am, yeah. But tell me why you're messaging me right now.
I was just wondering if you wanted to see me at all.
No, I don't. Besides, we're divorced, remember?
Right, well, it's kind of about that I actually want to talk to you, you see?
I don't really see what there's left to talk about regarding you and I. You left me for my brother, and that's that, isn't it? I saw that you two got married, so congrats, I guess. But you just leave me out of your lives, okay?
Why are you acting so coldly towards me right now? Please, I was lied to, and I'm feeling really, really awful enough already.
You mean that you were lied to by Mark?
Yes, that's right. He actually had no money at all. In fact, all he really had was a bunch of debt.
Wow. I guess it really was just as my mom said.
Hold on a second. You mean that you knew about all of this?
Well, when you said he was running his own business, I thought that something might have been up, if I'm being honest. So I decided to do some digging into him after we broke up.
What do you mean by that? What was up? What did you find?
Well, Mark actually took out a loan so that he could try to start up his own business. But he asked our parents to sign for the loan since he didn't have enough credit.
I think I remember hearing a little about this stuff.
But his mind always seemed to be more on ladies than it was on the business, and I heard his management style turned very sloppy, quickly. That's why my mom and I were talking about if you hadn't been tricked by him like so many others. When I was looking into Mark, I saw that he had taken out a second loan to try and invest in himself, but that he'd given up on his business afterwards.
So then, what does that mean?
I think it means that he was probably just scamming people. I mean, this is why you came to me to talk about this, right?
But why didn't you say anything to me about any of this? You could have stopped this.
I tried to warn you. I told you that I didn't think you should trust him. Remember?
But that's all you told me. You didn't give me any reasons or details. If I'd known that he was in so much debt, I would never have left you for him. I thought he was some kind of rich venture capitalist or something.
Wow, well, that really sucks for you, doesn't it? You get what you put in, though, I suppose.
But I thought he was rich because he would spend so much money on me on dates. I thought that he was doing really well. I can't believe he fooled me like this.
I mean, you said yourself how charming of a guy he was. You do realize that that's a trait shared by a lot of con artists too, right?
I was such an idiot. I thought he was such a great guy, and he said that he would buy me whatever I wanted, but then he betrayed me. I'm so sorry for all of this. I never meant for any of this to happen.
Oh, that's fine. I'm pretty much over it.
So then, you mean that you forgive me for all that I did to you?
No. Definitely not. You are nothing to me now, and I want nothing to do with you ever again.
But I want to try and make things right again. I want to get back with you.
You can't be serious about this, right?
Of course I'm serious. I need you, Terry.
You know, I never really knew just how low you might sink as a person until now. So, thanks for showing me who you really are. But now, I don't feel anything for you at all.
But you asked me not to get the divorce. You asked if there was any way that we could be together.
And then we got divorced anyways. Remember that part? I really did love you, and I really did want to try and fix things. But it's been months since then.
It's only been 4 months. Is that really so bad?
You have no idea how sad I was after you left me. And for my own brother, no less. It was then that I realized the kind of person that you really were, and knew that you leaving me was for the best.
So then, you really don't care about me at all anymore? I thought we could make this work.
The only thing you're going to have to figure out how to work is how to live in debt with my older brother. If you really think that I'm going to let you run back to me after your betrayal, you've got another thing coming. I don't feel bad for you at all.
What happened to you? You never used to be like this. You've gotten mean and angry. You're nothing like the sweet Terry that I fell in love with.
Because all it took was my older brother waving around a little bit of money for you to leave me for him. How could I ever forgive you for that?
But I'm sorry. I really am so sorry. Please, this is all wrong. I made a mistake. I realize that you're the most important person to me.
I'm glad you found that out for yourself, but it's far too late for me. My mind is made up. You're only coming back to me for my money, aren't you?
Please, I promise that I'll do anything you want. Whatever you need me to do so that you'll take me back, I'll do it.
But that's the thing. I don't want you back. At all. Why do you think I would step in to help you after all you've put me through? You need to get a grip.
Don't do this to me, Terry, please.
You are seriously too much sometimes. You left me for Mark because you thought he had money. And now that you realize he doesn't, you come running back to me? You are so transparent. Do you even realize that?
No, I just realized that you're the one I'm meant to be with, honest.
There you go, lying again. Well, it isn't going to work on me. Got it?
I'm telling the truth. Please, you have to believe me. I'm so sorry for everything. I was an idiot, but you have to forgive me.
How many times are you going to make me repeat myself? Nothing is going to change no matter how much you beg.
Terry, I'm begging you. You have to help me. Your brother asked me to invest in him, and I gladly took out a huge loan thinking that I'd make it all back and more. Now I have nothing.
Yeah, I already told you that he's a scam artist. You should have listened to me when you had the chance. But you fell for his charms, and now you're in serious trouble. Good luck finding your way out of it. After that, I blocked Paula's number. Although I have to say, I was surprised that she even messaged me in the first place. My mom guessed that she would though. But by the time that she did, I was well and over my divorce from Paula and never wanted to see her again. Meanwhile, she was having to face up to her bad financial decisions. She decided to stay with Mark, probably more out of desperation than anything else. But both my and her parents were furious at the couple, and no one offered to give them any help. Paula had to start working to try and pay down her debt, and the couple were soon at each other's throats every night. In the end, they split up and went to go live with their respective parents.
Jenny, who the hell do you think you are stealing my man like this?
Whoa, where did that come from all of a sudden? You wanna, take a chill pill and tell me what you're talking about, sis?
Don't play dumb with me. I saw it with my own eyes. You and Darren going into the hotel together holding hands. Have you lost your mind? He's my fiancé, you know.
Huh? Oh, you mean you saw us? Was it just by coincidence?
Like hell it was. He's been acting strange lately, so I decided to do some digging. He hardly pays me any attention these days. We stopped going out as a couple, and he never puts his damn phone down. I barely recognize him anymore.
Wow, that's actually impressive. You figured it out just from that? Did you hire a private investigator?
I followed him under the pretense of going to work. I saw you both with my own eyes. I was so shocked when I realized what was going on. I would have never imagined in a million years he was on his way to a hotel for a seedy tryst with my little sister.
You followed him, yourself? You're nuts. That's kind of creepy, sis. Don't you think that's a little obsessive?
He's my fiancé. We promised to spend the rest of our lives together. We even met each other's families. How is wanting to know whether he's being faithful to me obsessive? Try common sense. Are you trying to destroy everything we had?
I'm not trying to do anything, but let's face it, your wedding is gonna have to be called off now. I think I'm a much more suitable wife, so it's probably for the best this way. You were never gonna last, so you should be thanking me for bringing things to an early resolution.
Called off?
Yep, he's gonna break up with you. I think you lucked out big time by getting an elite high-spec guy like Darren to agree to marry you in the first place. Not only is he a top sales executive at a major global company, but he's so dishy, he could have been a model. He's elite, I tell ya. A guy with so much going for him would be wasted on you.
Wasted how? We loved each other before you stepped in and wrecked everything like a goddamn bull in a china shop. Get out of our way.
Exactly. You loved each other. Past tense. He doesn't feel anything for you anymore. What's gone is gone, and it's never coming back. Better just move on, sis. Things will be easier for you that way.
I don't need you to tell me that. He wouldn't be going to hotels with other women if he loved me. That would be bad enough on its own, but to think he's been at it with my own sister? Ugh.
Darren's been mine for a long time now. It's hardly a surprise, though. You're so much uglier than me. It's honestly surprising we're even related. Everyone knows guys prefer petite, ditzy blondes like me over neurotic heffalumps like yourself.
Ditzy? Don't you mean moronic? You can call me whatever you like, but I know the only reason you're calling me neurotic is because, unlike you, I actually think before I act and plan for the future where possible. It's true, though. You've never exactly been the sharpest tool in the box, have you, Jenny? You've never been capable of sitting down and studying something for more than 5 minutes, and I lost count of the amount of times you were crying to me, begging to do your homework for you.
You bore me, Elsa. You gonna dwell on the past for the rest of your life? Get with the times, loser. We're grown women now.
Maybe so, but the point still stands because you're still just as much of an idiot as you always have been.
Is that the only way you can feel superior to me? It's actually sad. You do know that guys aren't interested in how well educated you are, right? They don't look for the same things in us that we do in them. Most guys would be happy with a girl who flipped burgers for a living as long as she was hot. How many guys have chosen me over you now? How many times does it need to happen before you learn? You might be clever, but your smarts couldn't lock down any of your exes, could they? They want a woman, not a calculator. Not just guys either. Even mom and dad prefer me to you.
It's true. I think mom and dad went seriously wrong with raising you somewhere down the line. They spoiled you and gave you too much attention, and look at the result. You turned into a vain, narcissistic, selfish, arrogant egomaniac.
Sounds like sour grapes to me, sis. Who knew you were such a sore loser? You can insult me and question mom and dad's parenting all you like, but you should know we're all very happy.
If you're such hot stuff, why is it you only seem capable of getting boyfriends by stealing them from me? Can't you attract a guy by yourself? I bet that's why you keep doing it. You like my sloppy seconds, do you? Disgusting.
What does that make you? You're the one who keeps getting your boyfriend stolen so easily. I will say one nice thing about you. You're proving really useful for finding me a fresh supply of guys. You're hardly in a position to look down on me. When you're the one who keeps getting abandoned, left, miserable, alone, and full of envy every time.
What do I have to be envious about? If anything, I'm grateful. You're doing me a favor. Why the hell would I want to be with the kind of guy who'd get involved with my own sister behind my back? I wish you all the best. You and Darren are both scum, so you deserve each other.
Whoa, scary. Is it any wonder you keep getting dumped with a mouth like that? You're about as feminine as a tractor engine.
The only reason I'm speaking like this is because of you. And believe me, this is me holding back. You have no idea how badly I want to let you have it. It's taking a lot of self-restraint for me not to call you every name under the sun right now.
Wow, thanks. I'm honored and privileged you feel so strongly about me. Meh, whatever. Darren's never coming back, no matter how much you cry, so who am I to stop you venting? You go, girl. Yo, Elsa, my dearly beloved sister. Guess what? Guess what? Darren popped the question. You want to see a picture of my ring? 24-karat gold. It cost over $10,000. That's my Darren. He's the cream of the crop, so he can afford to treat his girl like royalty. Elite, I tell ya.
I don't want to see any pictures, and I couldn't care less about you getting married. I'd appreciate if you didn't give me random updates on your personal life from now on. I already canceled our engagement. Me and him are strangers now.
Aw, is someone putting on a brave face? That's admirable, sis, but I know you're secretly super interested in how things are between me and your ex. Shall I invite you to the wedding? As unfortunate as you are, I guess we are still family.
Why would I be interested in watching a bunch of morons drink too much and make fools of themselves? I'd rather stick pins in my eyes. You're free to do what you like, but there's absolutely zero chance of me going.
Wow, rude. I think I was kind enough to consider inviting you. Fine, you're not invited. You better not show up.
You two would be bad enough on your own. But the idea of seeing Mom and Dad's faces after they gave you the go-ahead to steal my fiancé makes me sick. I don't think of any of you as family anymore. You have nothing to do with me as far as I'm concerned. You're strangers. I wouldn't look twice if we passed each other in the street.
Fine by me. You know this is what I've always wanted. You're unnecessary. Mom and Dad are happy as long as they have me. Think about it. Why would they need a rude, unsociable cave troll like you around when they have a perfect, gorgeous daughter like me?
It's worrying how effortlessly saying malicious, insulting, hurtful things about people seems to come to you. Do you enjoy making fun of me that much?
I wouldn't say I'm making fun of you. I'm just telling it like it is, you know? I want you to know your place.
My place? And who are you, the freaking queen?
I might not be royalty, but I am leagues above you when it comes to being a woman. You wouldn't even know the meaning of the word femininity. But for some reason, you still have the nerve to try and compete with me? Do you have any idea who you're messing with? I'm the personification of grace and elegance. If you look up feminine in a dictionary, there's a picture of me. I think it's actually sad how you have a chance against me. The things I say might sound mean, but all I'm trying to do is stop you from embarrassing yourself. It's better that you understand how defective you are than go around with false pretensions.
I'm sorry, Your Highness, but who gave you the right to preach to me? You really think you're God's gift to humanity, don't you? Like you're the chosen one, free to look down on and cast judgment on all others as you see fit?
Have you even looked at the situation? I'm as happy can be. Meanwhile, you're alone, miserable, depressed, and constantly angry. Are you even self-aware? I'm so high above you that you may as well be invisible. You should be thankful I'm even using my valuable time to try and help you right now. Go on, admit it. You're jealous.
Jealous? Of you? Please don't flatter yourself. As far as I'm concerned, you're the most despicable human being on the whole planet.
Oh, so you're not jealous, huh? We'll see about that. You know, me and Darren have already booked a venue for the wedding. It's a super popular spot with a picturesque ocean view. Apparently top-ranking celebs and influencers get married there all the time.
They do? Cool, don't care.
You don't care? Of course you do. You're just too ashamed to admit it. Don't worry, you can look at my Peep Book page if you want to see pics of the place. I've been posting about it all the time lately.
Like hell I'd look at your social media. What are you even trying to do here? Make me mad by bragging?
Can you blame me? Anyone would want to brag about getting married at such an amazing place. Do you know how hard it is to rent out? Not only is there a huge waiting list, but it's also about 50 times more expensive than most other places. Thank God I'm marrying an elite player at a major global company. Best decision of my life.
You seem to be misunderstanding something here. Darren really isn't as amazing as you seem to think he is.
Jeez, Elsa, have you no class? Insulting your ex just because he dumped you? It's kinda sad.
Listen, you're free to overestimate him if it makes you feel good, but I'm telling you, you're wrong.
Wow, you're an even bigger sore loser than I thought you were. I knew it. This is affecting you more than you're letting on, isn't it? You must be hurting deep inside to be acting like this. Aha, I've got it. Shall I introduce you to some new guys to make you feel better? I'm so kind that I'd be willing to introduce you to a bunch of my exes who I broke up with. They'd be a perfect match for you.
I'd rather you didn't.
You know Darren's buddy Evan? I have a feeling he has the hots for me. But I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot barge pole, so I'll do you a solid because I'm so thoughtful and introduce you. He doesn't have a girlfriend, as far as I know.
Can you read? I said I'd rather you didn't. That's a favor I most certainly did not ask for.
Oh, I see. Fine, have it your way. Be single and lonely your whole life for all I care. Me and Darren are about to achieve happiness of the kind you could only dream about. So please, don't get even more jealous than you already are and start lashing out. Hey, Elsa, what the hell do you think you're doing? You were just lurking around the wedding venue, weren't you? Are you wearing a white dress at my wedding? Is this your spiteful way of getting revenge against me?
What's wrong, Jenny? Aren't you getting a little emotional here?
Today is my wedding day! My wedding day! You're not welcome, so you need to go the hell away, right now. Why would you even come here? You're sick in the head. You turned down my invite, remember? Go home. You're not on the list.
Oh, you're getting married today? So it was you getting married in the smallest hall they have to offer. One thing's for sure, the hall I picked is a hell of a lot nicer than yours.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
I'm getting married today, in the biggest hall.
What? Here? Why would you be getting married here?
Because today's my wedding day.
Liar! You're a sick, twisted liar. It's only been half a year since I stole your fiancé, so how is that even possible?
I gotta give you credit, sis. I'm surprised you managed to stay together that long. Your relationships don't normally last longer than 2 weeks.
Who's the groom?
Someone you know. Evan. I seem to recall you offering to introduce us back then.
Huh? Is he that guy you were with at the barbecue? That was Evan?
Yep. He asked me out after I broke up with Darren, and we've been dating ever since. We decided to get married after a whirlwind romance, and, well, the rest is history.
No, you're rushing things. This is too early. You've barely even known each other 5 minutes.
We started dating pretty much immediately after I found out you were getting piped by my fiancé behind my back, which means we've been dating more or less as long as you and Darren have. Does that mean it's too early for you guys too, or does your weird logic only apply to me?
Whatever, forget that. Why are you getting married in the biggest hall they had to offer? With no regard for me? That's not fair. Do you know how hard it was for me to get a reservation on this place? How the hell did you end up getting the best one when I booked ours first?
Oh, you struggled? I'm so sorry to hear that, sweetie. You see, we didn't have any problems getting a reservation at all.
Why not?
Evan's dad's a successful entrepreneur who runs several businesses. One of the companies he's the CEO of just so happens to be the parent company of the company who provided the wedding venues. Which is why, with a word from Evan's dad, they were willing to be flexible with us.
What?
You heard me. Evan's the CEO's son. It's just like they say. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It might not be fair, but, well, sorry, honey. I really couldn't care less. That's why we have the highly sought-after, mega-spacious, ultra-luxurious hall all to ourselves.
You're lying. You have to be. I had no idea Evan had money.
Seems like he does.
You mean you went out of your way to get married at the same venue as me so you could rub your rich new husband in my face? Not only that, but you made a point of reserving the most expensive wedding hall on the same day as my wedding? Ugh! Go to hell!
Wait a sec. Is someone, by any chance, feeling a little perturbed, upset, troubled, disconcerted? Are your jimmies rustled, sweetie? Oh yeah, how could I forget? You were bragging like it was no one's business about the amazing wedding venue you booked, weren't you? I guess it's only natural that you'd be upset to discover your cave troll big sister had booked a bigger, more extravagant hall at the same venue on the same day.
Ugh, shut up. Just shut up. I can't believe you found a richer husband than me just to get your own sister back because I got under your skin. You're so petty. You're just using him as a tool to fulfill your twisted revenge fantasies. You're pure evil.
Okay, fine, I admit it. Maybe I did go out of my way to book our wedding at the same place as yours so I could rub it in your face. But the only reason I went ahead with it is because Evan said he wanted me to do whatever would make me happy. In other words, he loves me. He thinks a lot of me, and I love him too.
Lies, lies, and more lies.
You wish I was lying.
I bet you couldn't believe your luck when a guy with money miraculously showed an interest in you. I know your game. You're trying to upstage me, aren't you? You're probably plotting to let my guests know that you're getting married in a bigger hall than me on the same day, aren't you? You're trying to embarrass me. I just know it, you scheming witch. How do you sleep at night to think you're actually getting married just to get your own sister back for me stealing your man? Have you considered how Evan's gonna feel when he finds out he's being manipulated and used like a puppet on a string? You're the biggest scumbag there ever was.
Those are some interesting assumptions you're making there, Jenny. Thing is, I'm not marrying him to get back at you. Evan's super kind, sweet, and thoughtful, and he treats me like a princess. That's why we're getting married. It's because I want to spend my life with him. That I get to rub it in your face is just an added bonus. Besides, he knows all about what went down between me and you.
Wait, does that mean he knows we're getting married at the same venue on the same day? And he's okay with it? So you're trying to screw me over as a team?
He's super understanding and cooperative. I feel so lucky to have such a thoughtful and considerate partner.
I get it now. He's deluding himself. He thinks you love him, but really all you're doing is using him as part of your twisted revenge plot. You don't love him at all. We'll see how long you last once the rush of embarrassing me wears off and he's served his purpose.
I love him. We've grown closer and closer ever since we met. Apparently, he'd had eyes for me for a long time and was waiting for a chance to introduce himself to me so we could get to know each other. I should have gotten rid of that lowlife Darren and started dating Evan ages ago.
Lowlife? Darren is not a lowlife. He's a top executive at a major global company. Global. You do know that, right? My man's riding the highway to success at full speed and no one can stop him. Vroom! Oh, what's that? I can't hear you over the sound of how well things are going for us. Face it, Evan only has money because of his dad anyway. My Darren's self-made and the sky's the limit. He's gonna be way richer than your wet noodle of a husband before long. He's elite, I tell ya, elite.
You say that, but it seems like you really had to tighten the budget when it comes to booking your wedding. You spent so much on hiring out the smallest hall this place had to offer. I bet you couldn't afford to spend much on anything else.
No, we're planning to go on a honeymoon together.
Oh, really? Where to?
Hawaii! We're going to stay there an entire week.
Ah, I see. I guess the chances of us bumping into each other aboard are slim then. Evan and I are going on a nice, relaxing, round-the-world cruise. First, we go to Europe, then to the Middle East, then Asia. The list goes on, but it's so comprehensive I forgot. We'll be gone for a month.
A cruise ship? Wait, aren't cruise ships expensive?
Well, I guess these things don't come cheap, but to tell you the truth, I don't know. You see, Evan's the one who arranged the trip and saw to it that everything was paid for, so I have no idea how much it cost.
You don't know? Bullcrap. Even if he paid for it all, surely he'd tell you how much it was.
Apparently his dad helped out with the money. On top of the money he contributed to the wedding fund itself, he included an extra chunk and told us to splash out on something lavish for the honeymoon. And that's not all. Evan said his pop's even going to pay for us to have ourselves a new house built. Oh, to be rich.
Surely going around the world on a cruise ship is going to cost a freakish amount of money. That's just excessive. How can you guys be so irresponsible? There are starving kids in the world, and there you are blowing ungodly sums of money on unnecessary, extravagant honeymoon projects. I bet you're only doing this to make me jealous. You're even more sick and twisted than I thought.
Gotta go, sweetie. The wedding's about to start. See ya.
No, wait. You don't get to just end the conversation when you feel like it. We're not done here.
Oh, yes, we are. We both have weddings to enjoy after all. We'll both remember today for the rest of our lives, for all sorts of reasons. What? Wow, Jenny, I have never seen a bride barge their way into someone else's wedding like that before. It was embarrassing watching you get restrained by the staff and escorted out. I was sure I heard something that sounded like a dress ripping. Are you okay?
Do not screw me around, you low-life scumbag. How low do I have to sink before you'll be satisfied? Don't think I didn't see it. Your dress. It was the one I had to give up on because it was too expensive, wasn't it?
Oh, so you did notice. Yep, it's part of the Silky Peeps Excellence range. Can you believe I got married in one of the most luxurious wedding dresses money can buy? I feel like I'm dreaming. Now that you mention it, I do recall it being the one you had your heart set on, but had to give up on because your budget just didn't cut it.
How did you know I gave up on that dress?
You told your friend about it, right? Well, it just so happens that friend leaked a bunch of your private information on a secret Peep book account.
Who was it? And how do you know about their secret account?
That's for me to know and you to find out. I knew because I made all sorts of preparations in advance of the wedding. Every I was dotted, every T crossed. Besides, you don't exactly have the most trustworthy friends, do you? Birds of a feather really do flock together, huh? She did nothing but talk crap about you on that account. She said she spent 95% of the time you were together cringing because you did almost nothing except brag about how amazing your life was. The whole dress thing was included in her ranting.
What?
To quote a few of the spicier posts, that bitch does nothing but show off. It's pathetic. She thinks she's hot stuff just because she somehow managed to bag herself a rich husband. He can't have been that rich, though. Otherwise, she wouldn't have had to give up on that wedding dress she never shut her damn foghorn of a mouth about. She's making fun of you for being so high on your own pretensions of being some kind of celebrity.
Who is she? Whoever it is, I'll kill her. Tell me.
Does it really matter? It could be any number of people. You know full well she's not the only one you bragged about your oh-so-amazing life to. Pick any guest at your wedding today. They may smile and wish you well to your face, but when you're not looking, they all make fun of you. You're a laughingstock. To them, you're nothing but the predatory bimbo who stole her sister's husband.
Who are they? I want names. I want names of every last person who ever made fun of me behind my back. I'll have them all kicked out.
Don't you have more important things to be worrying about right now? You know, like your own wedding? I'd be surprised if they even let you go ahead with it after what you did. You might not have noticed, but you smashed a bunch of decorations when you barged into my wedding and started flailing around like an escaped mental patient. I wonder what your husband's parents think about their new daughter-in-law after she embarrassed their son like that on his wedding day.
It wasn't my fault. You provoked me. You're the one who started this fight. All I did was react.
Even if, for argument's sake, I did provoke you, do you really think that justifies what you did? There's no excuse. That was barbaric, pure and simple. You owe the wedding company money for all the stuff you broke. And I suggest you pay up ASAP. As you know, these wedding halls are luxury, which means the stuff you broke doesn't come cheap. Something tells me you're gonna owe them a lot of money.
Whatever, like I care. My husband will pay it for me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I forgot to tell you something. It's about my scumbag ex-fiancé. Remember when I told you you were overestimating him? You called me a sore loser, but I can assure you that's not why I said it.
Sure, I remember. So what? Get to the point.
The only reason he was considered elite was because he was helping me with my job. You know how he and I used to work at the same company? Well, he occupied a role which consisted entirely of supporting me the whole time I was there. That's the only reason his sales numbers were high.
What? Are you being serious? You actually think I'm gonna fall for a lie this crappy? Do you really enjoy harassing me that much that you'd stoop this low?
I'm sure he wishes I was lying. I heard from some of my old coworkers lately that he's not pulling in the same numbers he used to. Apparently he's in a real slump. Forget the highway to success, he's on the dirt road to demotion. Looks like he's not that special without me there to prop him up after all.
Maybe if you had anything resembling a brain cell in between those ears of yours and were able to support him like I did, things would be different. Support? What kind of support? Things like document creation, things like slideshows and charts, and gathering recent data on customer purchasing trends. I pretty much did anything and everything he needed me to ensure his work went smoothly. He was prone to making mistakes, so I always made sure to anticipate things that could go wrong for him and warn him in advance. If you think you can do all that, by all means, go ahead.
There's no way I can. I wouldn't even know where to start. I've never done anything like that before.
Right? Who knows what the future has in store for you two now?
You mean he's not on the highway to success? You mean he's not gonna get richer? What's gonna happen to us?
Oh no, I didn't make you anxious, did I, sweetie? I'm just telling it like it is, What choice did I have? If you must insist on trying to compete with me, I have no choice but to put you in your place. The things I say might sound mean, but all I'm trying to do is stop you from embarrassing yourself. After that, there were a couple of issues between Jenny and the wedding venue staff, but luckily for her, they allowed her to go ahead with her wedding. However, according to one of my old coworkers who was there as a guest, she was in a foul mood from start to finish, and the atmosphere was so tense you could cut it with a knife. Not only that, but apparently word that I, the sister whose husband she stole, was holding a far larger, more impressive ceremony at the same venue made its way to the guests. She became the laughingstock of her friends, who all secretly hated her. To add insult to injury, the wedding company demanded $20,000 in compensation to make up for all the stuff she broke after barging into my wedding hall and flipping out like a lunatic. With that, her relationship with her new in-laws deteriorated in an instant, and they've been at each other's throats ever since. I heard from a friend of a friend that Darren had reached his wit's end with her within 3 days of tying the knot, and their married life is the stuff nightmares are made of. But even still, with Jenny being as proud and sensitive to the opinions of others as she is, she'd rather endure a frosty atmosphere at home than suffer the shame of divorcing so soon after getting hitched, out of fear of what people might think. As for me, you'll be pleased to hear I cut my family out of my life once and for all. And now, Evan and I are enjoying married life together. I've never been happier.
Sup, Catalina? I just got home, but you're, not here?
Hey, Xavier. Me and Gianna just went out for Italian.
Oh, I see.
It feels like forever since I went out for food with my daughter, so we're gonna relax and enjoy it. We won't be rushing back.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. You better take a bath before you go trudging your dirt all over my clean carpets and upholstery. The house always gets filthy because you're such a grubby, stinky mess when you get off work. I was scorching hot today. I bet you're sweating like a pedophile in a nursery, aren't you?
It was a hot one. Definitely sweatier than usual.
I knew it. I bet you stink. You can't go walking around the house like that. It's dirty. Hurry up and take a shower. You better not drip sweat in the hallway.
Okay, I'll take one now.
Don't put your laundry in with mine and Gianna's either. Your stinky germs will get all over our nice clothes. You can wash your things yourself by hand in the sink. Do it tonight, please. It grosses Gianna out too. She says she doesn't want her stuff being washed in the same load as yours anymore.
Jeez, Catalina, would you guys give me a break already? All I did was come home from work.
She's a high school student. What do you expect? They're all like that at her age. You must insist on being a grimy hobo. It's only natural she's gonna hate you.
How am I a grimy Look, I shower every day when I get back from work. Cleanliness is important to me. There are a bunch of women at my workplace. The last thing I want to do is gross anyone out. Believe it or not, I'm really sensitive to that kind of thing. Plus, I use quality deodorants and wear cologne. I'm still human, though. What do you expect me to do about sweating when it's this hot outside?
How can you sweat that much working at City Hall? You're hardly a manual laborer. Your stinkiness defies logic. You're just a rank and file office worker for crying out loud.
I had to do an inspection today, so I spent all day outside. Obviously, I'm gonna sweat.
Why would they have you out for an inspection on day this hot? That's a violation of your human rights.
My human rights are totally unviolated. It's fine. This one's been scheduled for a while. I had to go inspect a new facility that they're building. It's still under construction, so I spent most of the day outside under the scorching sun. It's been a while since I sweat that much. I was out there for hours. It was kind of tough, actually.
You really drew the short straw when you decided to become a civil servant. Why couldn't you have worked harder in school? Meh, it might be a loser job, but I guess I should be pleased with you. Even managed to get that considering you have an IQ of 50.
I think my IQ is probably higher than that. I might not be rich, but it's stable, and things aren't too demanding most days.
It's for losers. You get tossed around by the whims of the government while acting as a punching bag for a public that sees you as a bunch of lazy freeloaders. You basically get spit roasted for barely over minimum wage.
Wow, it's quite the perspective you've got there. I'm not gonna lie, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We have to deal with a lot of claims.
How do you think Gianna feels about her dad being some loser city hall bureaucrat? Yeah, well, my dad has the most boring job of all time. Hardly something she can tell her friends, and her head held high, is it? Hopefully, she bags herself a guy more with a little more oomph than you.
I'll have you know I have a lot of oomph. I work very vigorously.
You're a boring old fart with smaller testicles than my grandma. Every girl loves a maverick who takes risks to bring home the bacon. But you? Where's your boldness? Your drive? You're about exciting as a moldy lettuce. Hopefully Gianna ends up marrying a high-energy, high-spec, high-prospect guy from an exciting venture startup or something stable that just doesn't cut it anymore in this day and age. Now is the time for big ballsy moves, for risk and excitement.
I guess the world is changing, and I'd be lying if I said you were completely wrong. Having a stable income is still important.
If Gianna prioritizes stability over drive in a man, she'll end up marrying a boring loser like you. I can't think of a worse fate. I'm living proof of that.
You think I'm boring? Gotta admit, Catalina, that hurts.
Yeah, the truth has a tendency to feel that way. You barely make any money. You're just a lowly city hall worker with no dreams or ambitions.
Times have changed, huh? There was a day when civil servants were looked up to and admired.
This just isn't me saying this, you know. Gianna herself said the last guy she wants to marry is one like you.
Makes me really sad to hear that. I'm doing my best for you guys in my own way. It might not be flashy or glamorous, but I'm really trying here.
Whoa! Want a medal? It's your job to work hard so we can afford nice things. What do you think men are for? Make sure you clean the tub out after your shower. Gianna says she never wants to go within a 10-mile radius of the bathroom after you're done in there.
Understood. What should I do about dinner? Do we have anything in?
There are some cup noodles in the cupboard.
Is that all?
There are yogurts in the fridge. Use your damn brain and figure something out with what we have. You better not eat that meat in there. That's for Gianna's lunchbox tomorrow.
Okay, guess I'll have cup noodles and a yogurt then. What time will you guys be heading back?
Probably sometime around 9. I don't know yet.
Gianna has school tomorrow, so try not to be too late. Enjoy your meal. Hey, I just got back from work. Are you and Gianna eating out again? Wait a sec, did you do a big clean at home? Where did all our stuff go?
Welcome home, Xavier. This might come as a surprise, but me and Gianna won't be coming home again.
What? Excuse me, is my phone bugging out? Did you just say you're not coming home?
Yes, that's exactly what I said, as in we're leaving you.
You're leaving me? Why? Did I do something wrong?
I can't go on like this. That's why me and your daughter are leaving.
Where the hell did this come from? Were you unhappy? Did I do something to upset you?
Yes, as a matter of fact, you did. We're your family, but you don't seem to care about us one bit. Go on, admit it. I'm right, aren't I? You couldn't care less about me or your daughter.
No way, I care about you guys more than anything. You're my world. Can you please tell me where this is coming from? Do you have any idea how hard I work for you two?
Yeah, and that's all you do. You spend all your time at City Hall thinking you're king of the pencil pushers while me and your daughter hardly get a look in. I may as well be a single mother. Answer me this. Do you spend any time with us on your days off?
Yeah, sometimes I even take you on holiday. What the hell? This is unfair and you know it.
3 holidays a year? Whoa, well done, Xavier. You're the best dad of all time. Give me a break.
Sure, it's not like we go out to eat all the time or anything, but the only reason I stopped inviting you guys out to stuff is because you kind of seem to hate me lately. I figured if I was just going to annoy you both, I should just keep my distance. It's not like you don't get to eat out. You guys seem to be at a different restaurant every night these days.
The only reason we stopped letting you hang out with us is because you've been acting like such a jerk.
No way. I haven't changed at all. You guys are the ones who are acting different. Come to think of it, something's been off ever since I got back from that short-term work transfer up in Seattle. I was only gone for a month, but when I got back it was like you hated me all of a sudden. You've been distant and blunt with me ever since. I don't even remember the last time we spoke in real life. I didn't do anything to deserve this. I do my best to make sure you guys never want for anything. It's not like I asked for a lot in return, but would it really kill you to be nice to me?
Pitiful. I was hoping you'd admit your wrongdoing, but you're obviously intent on shifting all the blame onto me and your 16-year-old daughter. You sicken me. You don't do your job as a husband, and you don't do your job as a dad. You're 100% at fault here. We'll never forgive you for this.
Catalina, will you just slow down a sec? You're clearly unhappy with how things have been between us, I get that. But don't you think that taking all your stuff and disappearing out the blue is a tad extreme? Why can't we just talk this through?
Talk? We did this because we didn't think you'd be willing to talk to us. Do you have any idea how long I've been putting up with your crap? Do you have any idea how long I've been holding my tongue? What am I saying? You probably don't have a clue. There's only so much of that a person can take. When you keep things bottled up, they end up exploding eventually. Now you're dealing with the fallout of ignoring me for so long.
We could have talked things over if you'd have told me. This is ridiculous. You're not even letting me have a say.
Anyway, there's nothing left for us to discuss now. Divorce is the only option. I hope you're ready to shell out for all the compensation and child support you're gonna owe me.
Wait a sec, what? I get the child support, but why would I pay you compensation?
Because the divorce is your fault. It's only right you should pay for your mistakes.
Get it if I cheated on you or something, but I didn't, and I haven't done anything that would warrant me paying compensation. You can't take me to court because you're unhappy. You think all these baseless claims you're making against me make me a bad person. I did nothing wrong.
You don't get to make that decision. You put me and your daughter through a world of stress and emotional pain. Just because you did it without noticing doesn't mean we suffered any less.
You were stressed. How do you think I felt? Do you think I enjoyed being treated like dirt by my own family? I've seen people treat cockroaches with more humanity than you showed me. I felt like the odd man out in my own home. You never showed me an ounce of gratitude, even when I came home drenched in sweat after breaking my balls all day at the office to put food on the table. Quite the opposite. You told me I stunk, mocked me for being dirty, called me a hobo. My phone contract probably isn't even big enough to fit all the disdainful crap you sent to me in a message. The only one who's been putting up with anything here is me.
Boo-hoo! You can give the sob story a rest now. I think I'm gonna vomit. If you refuse to do this the easy way, then I'm prepared to take drastic measures to get my money. Make no mistake, me and you are now enemies.
Whatever, we at least need to talk first. How can we divorce without talking things through even once?
Good God, Savior, how selfish can you be? You can see how badly I want out, but you still won't accept the divorce? Is it any wonder me or your daughter don't love you anymore?
Xavier, what on earth do you think you're doing, young man? I heard from my daughter and granddaughter what you've been doing to them. This stops now. Hi, Bartolo. Long time no see. You seem pretty mad. Of course I'm mad after what you did. You hurt my poor Catalina and Gianna. Not only that, but I hear you refuse to pay compensation and child support. So that's why you're messaging me. How can you be so heartless? This is your family we're talking about here. You refuse to treat your family with the love they deserve. Divorce my daughter at once. If you don't do what I'll say, I'll have no choice but to unleash the big guns, you son of a bitch. Understood. Okay, I'll divorce her right away. What did you just say? You've done nothing but stubbornly refuse this whole time, and now you're suddenly on board with the idea. Who am I to disobey my father-in-law? I want to make one thing clear here. I will agree to the divorce, but I am not paying a cent of compensation or child support. My God, the insolence. I've never met such a disrespectful young man in my life. Take responsibility for what you've done, coward. Why should I have to pay compensation in the first place? Because you're the one who caused the divorce, you arrogant son of a bitch. Aha, right, here we go again. I'm guessing Catalina's been filling your head with lies. I thought long and hard about all the stuff she said to me. But no matter how I look at it, there's no possible reason I should have to pay compensation. Don't bullshit me, boy. You hurt my daughter and you'll pay. Go on, tell me what she told you. That should be good. She said you neglected your duties as a husband and father. You're always out drinking with your buddies from work and abandoned the two of them to fend for themselves. Then she said when she begged you to spend more time around the house, you shut her down and started mocking her for being clingy and obsessive. I see. So that's the line she's going with. There's just one tiny problem. It's all lies. I guess it's only normal you're mad if your daughter told you that. You know what? I don't even blame you. You probably think she's a decent, honest person. You're suggesting she's not? How dare you? My lovely Catalina wouldn't lie. Let me break things down for you. 1, I don't drink, so I never go out drinking with my buddies. 2, when I get off work, I go straight home, no exceptions. Lies. You're a raging alcoholic. You have problems and you need help, Xavier. My doctor told me I had some liver issues 3 years ago, and I haven't touched a bottle ever since. I do everything I can for my family. I take them both on holiday at least 3 times a year, sometimes more. More lies. My daughter told me you haven't taken her on holiday in 5 years. I have photos from our last one in the Maldives. Want to see? There is something to what you're saying, but not in the way that you think. To tell you the truth, we don't spend much time as a family anymore. I can't even remember the last time we ate out together. Catalina and Gianna seem to be at a different restaurant every night, but I'm never invited. I knew it. You're neglecting them, just like she told me. Wrong. I'm the one being neglected. They basically kicked me out of the family. They barely ever speak to me, and I literally never get invited to anything. If anyone's getting compensation, it should be me. What are you talking about? I work my damn butt off to put food on the table for those two, just like I always have. With Catalina being a stay-at-home housewife and Gianna being in high school, we wouldn't be able to eat or have a roof over our heads if not for all the hours I work. So what, that's your job as the man of the house? It's hardly something to go around bragging about. You know what? I couldn't agree more. But she constantly mocks me for being a public servant because I work at City Hall. She says it's a boring, loser job. Not only her, but Gianna too. Not a day goes by where I don't get some kind of abuse for being an ambitionless loser. When I get home, exhausted after a long day at the office, I'm ordered to take a shower for being a stinky hobo. They never invite me out to eat, despite me being the one footing the bill. I have to make myself cup noodles, despite working full-time and Catalina being a stay-at-home housewife. What is all this? Her version of events is nothing like what my daughter told me. Yeah, because she's giving you a version that suits her in order to manipulate you into doing her bidding. I gave everything I had to make sure my wife and daughter had everything they wanted and needed, and what do I get in return? Divorce. To add insult to injury, she's demanding compensation too. Well, surely that's just because you weren't doing your job. But let's say, for argument's sake, I wasn't. Don't you think it's strange how she's in such a rush to end things after one-sidedly heaping all the blame on me? We haven't even talked things through, and yet we're already at the divorce stage. I asked her countless times to try talking things over with me, but she wouldn't give me the time of day. Then, before I knew it, her and Gianna had left the house. I guess you must be taking turns, because now apparently it's your turn to go on the assault. How do you think all this makes me feel? Do you still think I'm the bad guy, after hearing everything I just said? Talk is cheap, can you prove it? There is someone who has my back. She said she's willing to speak out for me because she hates the way I'm being put on trial. It's Lisa, Catalina's friend. You know her, right? Lisa? Yes, her and my daughter grew up together. Why would she of all people have your back? She told me Catalina told her the truth about what's actually going on. She told me everything. Apparently the plan was to paint me as the villain so she could pin the fault for the divorce on me and extract as much compensation out of me as possible. Unfortunately for Catalina, Lisa was disgusted with what she was doing and felt awful about what I was going through. That's why she agreed to stand up for me. You and Lisa were in contact. I had her number because she used to come over to the house to see Catalina all the time. I was so confused when Catalina and Gianna pulled their disappearing act. I figured I had nothing to lose by messaging her friends to see if I couldn't get to the bottom of what was going on. That's when she told me about her scheme to paint me as the bad guy. She told me, knowing full well it would probably destroy their friendship, and I'm super grateful for that. Good grief. What on earth is going on here? That's not all. Lisa told me something else, and I want you to listen to what I'm about to say very carefully.
Daddy, listen to this. That scumbag husband of mine isn't even replying to my messages anymore. I bet he's escaping because he's too scared to deal with his problems head on. Don't you think it's pathetic, Daddy? How he's running away with his tail between his legs like this? What a coward.
Shut your mouth, you stupid little girl. How dare you play the saint while trying to paint your poor husband as the villain? The only pathetic coward here is you.
Huh? Daddy, what the hell? Why are you flipping out at me?
Because this was all nothing but one big scheme from start to finish. Xavier was the one being mistreated all along. You worked him to the bone, lived the good life on his dime, manipulated him, treated him like your own personal ATM, and if none of that was bad enough, tossed him aside like a piece of trash when you were done. Then to top it all off, you tried milking him for compensation and deceived your entire family in the process. Your cruel inhumanity is only rivaled by your insatiable greed. You disgust me.
Oh my god, Daddy, stop it. Just wait a second. What the hell's gotten into you? Why are you on his side all of a sudden?
Drop the act, Catalina. Lisa told me everything. You tricked me. You made up a pack of vicious lies to try and pin the blame for everything on Xavier.
Lisa? Lisa told you all this?
She just came over to the house and told me everything. This was all your wicked scheme from the beginning.
No. You've got this all wrong. Please, can you just calm down, Daddy? You know I wouldn't do anything like this. It's not true. You know me. Lisa's lying.
I thought I knew you. Now, I feel like you're a stranger. I'll never believe another word you say. I'll never have your back again for the rest of my days.
Daddy, it's not true. Lisa and Xavier are in this together. They're conspiring to bring me down, I swear.
You can't worm your way out of this one, so you may as well just give up. Your dad's very disappointed with you, Catalina. He says he has nothing more to say to you. Now, first things first, how about me and you finally have that chat?
Xavier, is that you?
Yes.
How long did you get Lisa to tell you? No way did you threaten my best friend?
Get real. She told me of her own free will.
She did what now?
She said it was playing on her conscience and she felt awful. She told me everything, fully prepared to break things off with you.
Gah! Who the hell do you think you are? You meddling jerk! You've dragged my dad into it? You will pay for this.
What else was I supposed to do? What you were doing to me was horrible. Did you expect me to take it all lying down? No matter which way you look at it, the only one who should be paying anyone compensation here is you. You were cheating on me, weren't you?
So Lisa told you about that too? That bitch!
I hear Loverboy's the CEO of an up-and-coming new venture startup. At least now I know why I seem so boring to you all of a sudden.
Yes, he is! Unlike you, he has dreams and ambitions. Unlike you, he makes me feel alive. He's so rich he drives a Bugatti. He moves more money in a week than you could make in your entire life. Gianna's smitten with him too. She even started calling him dad. She said she doesn't need you anymore. As soon as the divorce is over, me and him are getting married.
Do as you please. I'd rather drag my balls through a mile of broken glass than stay married to you for another second. Let me give you a warning, for old time's sake. It's very rare for a company to make it to the 5-year mark, let alone survive for a whole 10. You should be aware of the possibility that he might not always be the rich, successful wavemaker you fell for. And if he does go through a fall from grace, I hope you'll be there to support him at the other end.
What is this crap? Talk about being a sore loser. You're clearly only saying that because you're jealous. Geez, Xavier, I knew you were a crusty, boring old fart, but I had no idea you were this much of a cringe lord. I knew divorcing you was the right thing to do.
I never ran a company myself, but I have a lot more life experience than you, which means I know a lot better than you how hard it can be to keep a company afloat, especially with the economy being how it is these days. Lisa told me the name of the company. I can't deny it, does look like things are going well right now.
Ha! So you do know he's a winner.
Problem is, when I looked at the line of business he's in, his company didn't seem to offer, well, anything that made him stand out from the dozens, if not hundreds, of competitor companies doing the exact same thing. It's a general rule that if a company doesn't bring something new to the table, they go bust within a couple of years.
How the hell would a crusty old city hall pencil pusher like you know that?
Oh, you're right. What do I know? Besides, what do I care what happens to your lover's company? Guess I'm just worried you might not be able to pay me the huge amount of compensation you're going to owe if things do go south for him.
Don't worry about that. He'll pay it for me, no problem. He's so rich, I doubt he'll even feel it.
Oh, I'm glad you finally found the man of your dreams. Just remember the price you had to pay to get him.
The price I had to pay? I haven't lost anything. I'm only set to gain from this. I don't know what you mean.
You lost your dad and your best friend. They both said they want you out of their lives.
Like I care. Why would I want a pair of traitorous backstabbers like them in my life? They can do what the hell they want. I'm done with them.
What are you talking about? They're the ones who are done with you. No matter what happens to you, they won't be there to help.
So what? Do you think I care? I'm about to marry a CEO, you moron. Why would I need their help?
I see. Clearly too selfish and arrogant to reflect on your behavior or apologize. And something tells me you're going to have to learn a few lessons the hard way. Don't expect a lifeboat if you hit an iceberg, because your rescue team just disowned you. Enjoy your thrilling new married life with Action Man. There were obviously no objections from either party, so the divorce was as smooth as could be. I got a hefty sum in compensation from both Catalina and Loverboy, It was determined that I won't have to pay any child support. My quality of life increased massively after getting rid of my scheming wife and hateful daughter, and I'm currently enjoying the hell out of being free and single. I forgot how good life can be when you're not being abused or shouted at 24/7. I read in the newspaper a few months later that Catalina's new husband's company went bust. To tell you the truth, I knew the bankruptcy was a foregone conclusion when I looked into the company around the time of the divorce, but I thought I might seem bitter if I told her exactly how screwed they both were, so I was intentionally vague. Still, I did warn her. If only she had listened. Last I heard, her debt-ridden husband was forcing her and my daughter to work in a strip club to keep on top of his loan repayments. It would appear he's just as much of a waste of space as my ex-wife. Truly, they're a match made in heaven. I'm still Gianna's dad, and when I heard about what was going on, I gave her a call, determined to rescue her from the hell she now found herself in. In a sense, my daughter was a victim from the very beginning. It's only natural that if you're constantly told what a worthless loser your dad is while growing up, part of you might start to believe it. Which is why, unlike her mother, I couldn't bring myself to give up on her. As she got older and began standing on her own 2 feet, she must have gradually realised how toxic and twisted her mum actually is, because one day she showed up on my doorstep in floods of tears, apologising profusely and begging for forgiveness. I forgave her in a heartbeat and took her in to live with me. Now we live together, just the two of us in a small place by the seaside, and we couldn't be happier. Ever since moving in with me, she started helping out around the house with things like dishes and laundry. I think that as she grows up, she's finally coming to understand how tough life can actually be. You know, it's funny. It's almost like we became best friends without even realising it. She's so kind and loving now. It's hard to believe she was so hostile towards me back then. And something tells me that finally being away from her toxic mum is having a healing effect. She's finally becoming the person that she was always meant to be. As for my ex-wife, who's now working several jobs day and night alongside her debt-ridden ex-high-flying husband, to keep on top of their eye-watering loan repayments, I suspect she probably wants out. A friend of a friend told me she stupidly agreed to take on some of his debt in her name, which means divorce is no longer an option, and their fates of a slow, painful descent into hell are now tied. She must have reached breaking point, because me, Lisa, and her entire family got a slew of desperate 2 a.m. messages pleading for help the other day. Sadly for her, she'd already burned all her bridges, which means her cries for help were ignored across the board. I got a bunch of messages begging me to take her back. Let's live together as a family again, baby. Just me, you, and Gianna. Can you guess my response? Yeah, ignored. Her desperation soon turned to resentment, and her true colours bubbled up to the surface again when she started attacking me for only helping Gianna. Something tells me she finally understands the price she paid to bag her soon-to-be bankrupt husband back then. It's hard to feel sorry for her though. She mocked and looked down on people who prioritised a stable income over a life of daredevil risk-taking. It just so happens that her life couldn't be any more unstable right now. I'm so happy she got what she wanted.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel.